We're going to look at some problem solving in this section and practicing setting up word problems. The key is to get expressions for your unknowns and then to be able to make an equation out of the information that you have. So for this problem, a 30-inch piece of rope is cut into 3 pieces so that the second piece is twice as long as the first piece and the third piece is 2 inches more than 4 times the length of the first piece. Find the length of the pieces. All right, so let's break that down a little bit. We have a 30-inch piece all total, and we're going to have 3 pieces. It describes 2 of them. The second piece is twice as long as the first. The third piece is 2 inches more than 4 times the length of the first piece. They say nothing about the first piece, so the first piece is going to be your variable, and we'll call it x. The second piece we're going to translate, and it says it is twice as long as the first piece, which would be 2x. The third piece is 2 inches more than, remember more than is add, 4 times the first piece. So 2 inches more than, that will be add, 4 times the first piece, which would be 4x. You could also have this order switched. 4x plus 2 would be the same. Now, to make our equation, you have to use this first bit of information. The whole length is 30. So if you add all these pieces up, it should equal 30. We can make a little picture. We have a rope, and they've cut it into 3 pieces. It's important to note they did not say they're equal. So you have 3 parts not necessarily drawn to scale. One is x, one is 2x, and one is 2 plus 4x. But all total, it's going to be 30. So we can make an equation by adding them up. X plus 2x plus 2 plus 4x equals 30. So here's our first piece. Here's our second piece, and here is our third piece. Now you have a plain equation. So put your like terms together. 1x, 2, 3, plus 4 is 7x, plus 2 equals 30. We're going to subtract our 2 from both sides. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just going to say it. Subtract 2 from both sides. We'll leave you 7x equals 28. Divide by 7, x will equal 4. That's the length of your first piece. Substitute the 4 into the other 2 expressions. So 2 times 4 will be 8. And into the third one, we have 2 plus 4 times 4. So 2 plus 16 is 18. So we have 4, 8, and 18. We can do a quick check with the numbers. So 8 and 8, 16, plus 4 is 20. Carry your 2 and 1 is 3. It equals 30. I didn't bother with the units as we went on here, but each of these would be inches to add back to 30 inches. So I have 4 inches, 8 inches, and 18 inches. Another example. A 16 feet piece of string is cut into 2 pieces so that the longer piece is 1 foot longer than twice the shorter piece. Find the length of the pieces. So we're just going to have 2 expressions in this one, and they are talking about the longer piece. The longer piece is 1 foot longer than twice the shorter piece. They say nothing about the shorter piece, so the shorter piece should be our variable. The longer piece will translate. So it says it is 1 foot longer. Longer is like more than. So that's going to be add twice the shorter piece. You could also have this switched. 2x plus 1 would be the same. The whole length is 16 feet, so we're going to add them together. So this would be like our picture. Sorry about that. So we have x, and we have 1 plus 2x. And all total, they give us 16. So we're going to add them up. This was our shorter piece, this was our longer piece, and our total. Put your like terms together to give us 3x plus 1 equals 16. Subtract your 1 from both sides to leave 3x equals 15. Divide by 3, x equals 5. We have solved for the shorter piece, so 5. And this time for our unit, we're working in feet. So that's going to be 5 feet. Substitute into your other expression. So we have 1 plus 2 times 5. So this will be 10 plus 1 for 11 feet. So 5 feet plus 11 feet. 5 plus 11 is 16. So that's going to work. So our answers are 5 feet and 11 feet for the other piece. We'll have one more example. Remember, you might pause the video and try this problem yourself and then turn it back on and watch it. So that might be a helpful thing to do. All right, we have a 24-inch board. So that's going to be our total length. It's cut into 3 pieces. The second piece is twice as long as the first piece. The third piece is 3 times as long as the first piece. Find the length of all 3 pieces. So they did not tell us anything about the first piece. So we will call it x. It will be our variable. The second piece is twice as long as the first piece. Twice is 2 times, so 2 times x, which is our first piece. And our third piece is 3 times as long as the first piece. So we're going back here, so it will be 3x. And we're going to add them all up. It will be 24. So x plus 2x plus 3x equals 24. Put your like terms together. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6x equals 24. Divide by 6. X equals 4. So our first one is 4, and we're working in inches this time. Plug into your second one. 2 times 4 will give us 8 inches. And our third one will plug in. We're still plugging in the 4, so 3 times 4 will be 12 inches. Quick check. We have 4 plus 8 plus 12. There's 10 and 4 is 14. Carry 1, which makes 24 inches, which is our total. So our lengths are 4 inches, 8 inches, and 12 inches.